mod m square 2 means another space is m mod m square. It will be also surjective map. Now you have to take its dual. Then the dual map will be injected. You have to understand those things.
Okay, sir.
What is the definition of a tangent space? It is dual of that vector space m mod m square, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have this OX, that is the sheaf. So in that OX, you are you are taking that mx comma mx mod mx square, means at the point x or say yeah. So that way means you have to take that m mod m square. You have to the map is surjective. The cotangent space level, the cotangent space level map is surjective. So its dual level map will be injective. Yeah, it is just a vector, means just very easy actually. But every one of you means you have written that this the stock level map will be surjective. Sorry, injective. The stock level map is not injective. Stock level map is also surjective. So these explanations you means whatever explanation you have given in this assignment problems, but it's not correct.
Okay, sir. Sir, can we get
and open immersion, yeah, open immersion level map, it is isomorphism. Why it is isomorphism? Because open immersion level, it doesn't, the tangent space doesn't change. That m mod m square you are taking means when I have an open immersion, what is the means suppose U is the open subset of X, and I have a shift level map on OX. Means we have a shift on X, or say OX. So what is the sheaf on U? It is the OX restricted to U, right? So stock level it is same. Means stock level, or yeah, at a point inside U, it is same as that point inside X also. Means OXX is same as equals to OU at X. Both things are same. So m mod m square, whenever you are taking, that m mod m square will be same as the same m mod m square will be there. So the cotangent level map is an isomorphism. So tangent level map will be also isomorphism. So there's nothing actually. Those first two questions are very straightforward questions. It was just a vector space level. You have to, but the first thing was the vector space level is surjective. So the cotangent level map is surjective. So tangent level, the map will be injective because you are taking dual. So these things are actually easy. It's very quite straightforward. You don't have to even for birational thing. You use some birational thing, but all the things if you look at the lectures, SAD used one thing. It's called the generalized Noether normalization lemma. Generalized Noether normalization lemma means that for ring actually. There we use for field, and here we can do it for integral domains. So that general Noether normalization lemma you have to use for that means that dimension of f inverse y. This is equal to dimension of x minus dimension of y. For proving that thing, you have to use generalized Noether normalization lemma. And all this proof means a similar kind of proof is Sarah has given a proof for Sartre's theorem, right? Sarah has given the proof of Sartre's theorem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in that Sartre's theorem, Sarah used the generalized Noether normalization lemma. The same thing you have to use for that dimension of the fiber will be equals to dimension of x minus dimension of y in an open set. And that open set comes from that Noether normalization lemma, because Noether normalized or generalized Noether normalization lemma means you get an open set where the morphism is finite morphism. And that thing actually you have to use. So you have to be very careful about everything is there in the lecture videos. That's why I'm saying all the problems. It's not too hard problem. It's everything is there. All the proof you have to look at. You have to look at those proofs that Sarah has given during the lectures. So from using the generalized Noether normalization lemma, you can prove that dimension of the fiber, that f inverse y, dimension of f inverse y equals to dimension of x minus dimension of y in an open neighborhood, in an open subset. Yeah. So is it clear? Means what I'm saying means you have to use those things, but you use some dominant map, you use some kind of birational thing that kx is isomorphic to ky. So it will be x and y are dominant. Then you use something, but those explanations are not correct. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, sir. Sir, can we get some solution like thing or?
Solution means I am giving you all the hints. Means you have to write down the solution, or then you can verify with me. Means you just write down. Means I won't give you the complete solution. I'm giving you all the hints. Means everything is there in the lecture videos. And if you have some doubts, then you can ask me for the hints. I'm not going to write down the whole solution, because all the solution otherwise means some of the questions will be there in the exam, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, you just write down the solutions. Means I made a remark, I guess, for assignment 11, that all the solutions are wrong. So try to write down all the solutions, whatever solutions. Means I gave you all the hints, right? You have to use generalized northern normalization lemma for the fiber thing. And you have to use that proper morphism is closed, means it takes closed set to closed set. So then you have to use the Chevalier theorem for that, I guess, fourth question or something it was. And for open immersion and closed immersion, the tangent space level map, it is either injective map or isomorphism. Everything comes from, means directly from, means just simple observations. Means stock level, you have to show that it is surjective for closed immersion case. So cotangent space level, if the map is surjective. So the tangent space level means dual. When you are taking dual, it will be injective. And for isomorphism, open immersion level, the tangent space and cotangent space level, all the maps are actually same. Means isomorphism. Because of the on the open set, the sheaf is nothing but a restriction of the original sheaf. So you have to use these observations. Then everything is very easy.
Okay.
Yeah, just write down the solution. If you have any problem, just ask me in the forum.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubts?
Sir, that our examination total how much mark?
It will be 100 marks, but it's like it will be weighted like 75% will be taken from the examination and 25% will be taken from the assignment. And it is the best out of best 8 out of 12
Okay, sir.
from the assignment.
So that subjective question, how each one how much mark?
Everything will be equal marks will be there. I guess it's I guess 10 marks each for each subjective question, but it's not too lengthy question. We have to write down the proper explanations. You don't have to write down means too many things. Just give the proper explanations. Everything will be like 1.5 page maybe maximum. The solution. The solutions are not too lengthy. That's what I'm saying.
Mark distribution.
Yeah, everything will be like 10 marks, I guess, for each subjective question. So I guess how many subjective questions? I guess 8 subjective questions are there. Yeah, 8 subjective questions, I guess. 8 subjective questions, 10 marks each, and 5 objective means MCQ questions. It will be 4 marks each. So total 100 marks.
Okay, sir.
And you can expect some questions from assignment problems also. That's why I'm saying this. At least you can expect like 40% marks from assignment problem, and some. You just have to look at those tutorial videos and lecture videos also. Means
Okay,
whatever we have Sarah's covered in the lectures, everything will be there. Means you can yeah.
Sir, in lecture, some questions, some theorem proposition, like something is not proved. It is given as exercise. Some we didn't get to prove. So we want to focus that also, or just
in the exam, we will not ask you to prove those theorems. We will ask some problems, means related to those theorems. Means you have to understand those theorems properly. You have to apply those theorems. We won't ask you anything to prove some theorems. It's not. We are not asking that. just applications of those theorems. Applications, and you have to understand those some proofs of the theorems so that you can means apply those concepts also. Means so those ideas to prove those solve some problems also.
Sir, the first 2 weeks are about commutative algebra. Should we focus that?
Commutative algebra, I don't think it's too much necessary to focus on this commutative algebra part. Most of the questions will be from algebraic geometry, means whatever covered from like varieties, morphisms, and those things. Means, but you have to use commutative algebra results properly. Like I'm saying that Noether normalization lemma or generalized Noether normalization lemma, those things you have to apply properly. On say Nakayama's lemma, I don't know if it's needed. So those things you have to apply properly. Means you have to write down the proper statement. Means what theorem you are means using. Then you have to give proper explanations.
Okay, sir.
But you don't have to focus too much on commutative algebra. But you have to use those commutative algebra results. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
I guess Sarah has joined. If you want to ask something, to start.
Yeah. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. So when is your exam?
Sir, on 29th.
Oh, okay. So all of you are writing exam.
Yes, sir. We are crediting.
Oh, you are crediting. Oh, good. How many of you? 3 of you.
Yes, sir. Darshana, Parvati, Rudranarayan.
Oh. You have submitted all your assignments?
Yes, sir. We submitted.
Okay. So how
And
did it go?
Yes, I have already done evaluation of those assignment projects.
So how did it go? The course? Did it go well or it's?
Sir, actually, this is really tough for us.
Okay.
While doing assignment and all, we are struggling to get the answers actually. But
Okay. But are you able to understand the videos from?
Yes, sir. It is understanding, but after that, we didn't get our own way to write the assignment. It's a little difficult, but videos and all are, it is very understanding.
Okay. Tutorials, what Raja has done, those are.
yeah, that's also good, sir.
The tutorials were helpful for you to.
Yes, sir.
But I am saying that those questions actually, whatever we have given in the assignments, it's not too much difficult. It's like you have to look at the lecture videos. Means we tried to give those questions, means whatever covered in the course in the lecture videos. So that's how means we have given those problems. Means we have chosen those problems. So that's why I'm saying that if you look at the videos, lecture videos, you will get the idea. Means you have to look at those videos again, I guess. Means to get the solution proper, means what will be the proper solution for those questions. Means all the things are there. All the hints are provided in the lecture videos only. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, I wanted to cover a little more, but I could not finish in time. I wanted to cover a little bit of intersection theory and some more like flat morphism, Ethel morphism. These two I wanted to do, but I could not finish those things. So, I mean, it took some time. I spent more time on this pre-varieties, varieties. It's a more general definition of variety using sheaves. So, yeah. Anyway, at least you have got some glimpse of what is it, what is the subject about. So next time, when if you want to study more advanced course like schemes or cohomology of sheaves, you can look at these books. What I have already referred, that Mumford or Hartshorne. Mumford has 2 books, so you can even Safarevich also. Safarevich has 2 volumes. you can look at these books and because see any deep theorem in algebraic geometry, it has to use some cohomology theory. Without cohomology theory, you cannot prove anything. I mean, that's a tool. It's some kind of so far we have not proved any deep theorem. You have seen only a deep theorem like Hilbert-Nurselen's, as you have seen, and Sart's theorem or Bartini's theorem you have seen, right?
Yes, sir.
Other than this, have you seen any other theorem like those small theorems are there that that functions on projective varieties are constant, regular functions are constant, and what else you have seen? Smooth morphism. What is a smooth morphism? But these are mostly definitions. But there is something called there is one theorem which is very important, which I wanted to do, but I could not finish. I could not do the Bezout's theorem, which says that when you take two subvarieties, how they intersect. And if suppose you will have two curves inside the surface, if they intersect, so how many points they will intersect? So these things, this intersection theory is a very important thing in algebraic geometry. And this is very general intersection theory. It's not just, I mean, you can do it very generally, and you can use it to prove some theorems, deep theorems. I could not do that, but anyway, if you get a chance to read another course or advanced course, then you will see all this.
Sir, which course?
As second course, suppose you want to do suppose you do a second course in algebraic geometry, you will see the scheme theory or cohomology theory.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. What I have done is a very minimum. I mean, it's just an introductory course. But yeah, so there. I mean, it's a long road ahead. I'm saying what I'm saying. If you want to learn the subject, I mean, if you are interested. Yeah. So exam is on 29th, you said. 28th.
29.
29th. That means next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, I think if you have done the exercises with the assignments, if you have understood, then probably it will be very easy for you. Like Raja said, there are some mostly subjective questions, 80% subjective questions and 20% objectives. So, and it won't be like, you don't have to, if you have understood the concept, then you can do it. I mean, it would be very long problem. So it will be easy. I think that exam questions are much easier than assignment probably, because you have to finish it in 3 hours. So yeah.
Sir, can in between this 1 week, can we arrange one more interaction section? Actually,
Yeah,
we
sure.
are
Yeah, sure.
learning. So
Yeah, sure. You tell me, you just let me know when you want so that I can inform them, the NPTEL team. I can ask them to,
You can ask me in the forum. You can tell me which day you want. Then we will just inform the NPTEL team.
okay, sir.
tell 2-3 days in advance so that they have to also announce it.
Okay.
And also try to solve these assignment problems properly. If you don't can't do some problem, unable to do some problem, ask me in the forum, because you can expect like 40% questions from assignments also. So you have to solve those problems also. You have to write down the proper solution of those assignments.
And try to give proper answer. I mean, don't think that you just write something, you will get marks. It is not like that. This is not like a history question that you write something, you get some partial marks. The marking won't be like that. Marking is if you really have given some correct steps, then only you will get some partial marks. Otherwise, you will not get any marks. So before writing, think carefully before. I mean, when you write.
Okay.
As I said, that the answers are not long. Answers are kind of short answers, but you have to think properly and then write. Give the correct reason. Just you think that this may work like that, you don't write like first thing. You concrete answer, if you know, you write. Otherwise, think twice. That will help, I am saying. I mean, what I mean that suppose I write something that will show that this one has this property. So the one I say, you try to say, explain that, what is that? Don't write such answers. That is, I mean, that for those things you will not get any answer, any credit. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I say that F is smooth. So then you start writing what is a smooth morphism. For the I will not get any mark for that. You have to show that some map is given which is smooth. So you write that what is a smooth map. If you write, then you will not get any mark, because the question is not that what is a smooth morphism. Question is that show that this map is smooth. So you have to show that a particular example is a smooth map. For that, whatever you have to do, you do. The tangential map is surjective or whatever. So you have to show that. And these kind of things I see a lot in BTech, among BTech students. Probably you are also you are engineering student or you are a PhD student?
Yeah, we are mathematics students, sir, PhD.
Oh, you are mathematics PhD student. Okay. So among engineering students, I see a lot here in IIT that you ask them something but they say something else and start writing, and then they are come and ask, why don't you give marks? So such thing, I mean, just I'm saying that such things should not happen.
Sir, we are in this tensor product is studying. Is that also important?
Tensor product, yeah. I mean, I have used tensor product, right? When
Yes,
when I say something base change, then that's the tensor product, right?
Yes.
The universal base change has some universal property, and that also comes from the universal property of tensor product. For example, product of varieties we define, product of projective varieties.
Yes, sir.
There you need that.
And whenever we try to do some, I mean, it's like for a general variety, we want to prove something. Try to think affine. Locally, you just try to think. Then you reduce to the affine case and then try to prove it. So means most of the theorem we did the same thing, right? So yeah. So for if we want means tell you to show something for a variety, just try to reduce to the affine case and then try to prove it. So.
Okay. Anything
Okay,
else to anything else?
Sir, we are just we started learning, but till now it is okay. But we don't know. After some time, can maybe on Friday, can you arrange one?
Yeah, sure. So Friday you want at what time?
At the same time,
4 o'clock.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll ask the NPTEL team to arrange a discussion session next Friday at 4 o'clock.
We will message the time later.
And yes, try to solve these assignment problems. That's what means I am trying to emphasize. Try to solve those assignment problems and write down the proper solution. If you don't get a proper solution, just try to ask me in the forum. Means I will at least try to give you some hints. Means for the solutions. So yeah. So try to give proper explanations. Means it's like the explanations are not too lengthy. It will not be too much lengthy. But it will, you have to write down like proper steps. Means what reasons, means what, why you are writing something. You have to give proper explanation. In some cases, I see that you write something, means directly you write something, but without giving proper explanation. Maybe you are writing something right, but you are not giving proper explanation. So that's why I'm saying just try to write down the proper explanations for those things. Means what results you are using, what theorem you are using, why you are, means for applying some theorem, you have to it should satisfy some conditions, right? So you have to write down those that that these conditions are satisfied, so we can apply this theorem. So this thing I'm saying that you have to write down the proper solution, means proper explanation.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So shall we stop here, or you want to ask something more? Something
No,
else?
sir. You can.
Okay. Okay. So see you on Friday then.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay then, so we can stop here. Komati.
Yes, sir. We can. I guess we can leave.
Yeah. Okay.
They will stop.